Hello and welcome back. In this session, we'll learn different types of for loops. For is very important and probably the most widely used control structure in most of the high-level programming languages. And first, let's get started with one usual programming problem, that is to detect whether a given number is prime or not using for expression. In Scala we call them for expression because they also evaluate to particular result, okay, unlike for control structure in some other programming languages, for example say C or C++ or Java. Okay, so let's get started with our prime number detection program. Let's check where we are. We're in the temp and checking whether there is any Scala. Okay, so nothing to worry about. All right, so let's create a file. Let's call it prime.scala, and let's start writing. Okay, call object prime number detection, and we start our main method. Okay, args array of string. Okay, nothing to return. Okay, and that's the definition for main method that we are going to fill in. Let's get the number from the keyboard. So for that I need to prompt some message. Okay, we set a flag, prime is equal to true, and that will be clear once we write the for expression. Now let's write our for expression. My initialization variable that starts from 2 and goes up to that number -1. So why we are doing this, and this is the body of the for method. So okay, what is the logic to detect the prime number? If you divide a number starting from 2 to that number -1, let's say for example 17, we want to detect whether 17 is a prime or not, then what we do is we divide from 2 to 16 to that number, and while doing so, if the remainder is 0 for any numbers, that means it is not a prime because it's divisible by numbers other than by itself and 1. That means it's not a prime. Okay, if it is not divisible by any numbers other than by itself and 1, then it is a prime number. So that's what we're going to implement here. If number remainder, that gives the number percentage I, that gives the remainder when number is divided by I. Number All right, let's quickly walk through it. So we did in the for structure, for starts from here and it ends here. So what do we do for a given number that we input from the keyboard, which is right here, that captures the input number from keyboard, and we divide from 2 to that number minus 1 over here. Let me just add space here like that, and we divide that, and from 2 to number minus 1, if any one of those numbers, okay, divide the given number, then that's a test that it is not a prime number, and we check the flag here. Okay, we set that flag there to false if it's divisible by any one of those numbers, and we check if that flag, okay, if that flag, okay, one more space just for readability. Okay, if flag is set, if prime, if that's true, because we set it here true, then if it was divisible by any one of the numbers from 2 to that number minus 1, it would have been set to false value. So we check, okay, if it's true, then it's a prime number, otherwise it is not. Let's compile, test, okay, Scala C prime, okay, and what is our object to run? Sorry, that way should be Scala. The object to run is prime number detection. That's it, right? Okay, Scala actually C. Okay, already. What's wrong with it? Prime number detection versus file or directory. Let's see what we have here. Class file. Well, there it is. Scala prime number detection. Okay. Now there we go. Enter a number. 4 is not a prime. Yeah, the number 4 is not a prime. The space is a little bit messed up here, but we can fix that if we want. We can fix that. Sorry, vi prime dot Scala. Okay, where is that space? That is actually right here, right? Oh, it's not. Insert right here. Okay, let's try that. Scala C dot, not that one, it should be prime Scala. Okay, compiling, and we're going to run that. Okay, let's enter 4. This is not a prime. Let's enter 5. Is 5 a prime number? 5 is a prime number. Yeah. Is 7 a prime number? 7 is a prime number. Is 11 a prime number? 11 is a prime number. Is 12 a prime number? 12 is not a prime number. Okay, that should be good enough. We stop the video at this point and we'll explore the rest of the things in another video.